Fire away.
All right. I'm doing infinite up, infinite down. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
If there's something better, you can let me know. I could swap it.
I don't know how many players are on, so.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what we get.
Oh, yeah. This might be the issue, right?
Yeah, it's fine. I feel like if I'm queens may come. If I'm,
That's fine.
you know, he's gonna take f7. I can hold knight.
Okay.
But so just go king f8.
Yeah. As long as you hold knight, I'm fine. Queens come. Is that fine?
Wait.
I can delay it.
Well,
I can delay it with d3. I'm gonna do that. I know f7 is still a problem. I'll fix it here.
Well, I was making the queen good. You could go queen takes d3.
I'm just gonna fix f7.
This isn't so good because
okay.
now he has pawn h6. Okay, get me the queen.
Okay. I have knight check. No follow up.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna push the knight in. I think
could go.
I'm just.
So one thing to be aware of is like slow queenside play. Right. Like I think you're fine here, but
What's the mate here? There's a mate with
sit for rook.
I guess heavy, but
sit for rook h1.
Oh,
it doesn't matter in this case because you would have had queen h2.
Fuck! What am I doing? See, I'm slow as hell. I'm just slow.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Knight h4 is gonna be fine.
Yeah, knight h4 does the same thing. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Stupid as heck. Start with knight h5, I think here. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Yeah, there's infinite mate. You're right. And we're up on time. Okay.
Well, king g4. What do you do?
Knight at right. Knight at h2.
No, I think it is. I think it is knight at h2.
But he can take it. But then what does that open? Oh, and then it opens up the mate. Yeah. It is knight at h2. You're right.
I feel like if we're good sports and playing +0, they could at least resign. Well, it doesn't matter.
It's been a little bit since I've even played Blitz, so I have to get my board vision back.
So, if king takes,
it takes, then queen at g6, right?
Yeah.
And then otherwise, if he takes, it's just mate.
I would just say like.
Okay, well that was at least.
Careful about like queenside. Like the queenside play should be low flow, right?
Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, like you're saying when the game is there's just low flow on either side, I should just start making advances on queen side, if anything.
Well, okay. I have to scroll back one move at a time here. And you can obviously watch it back if you want, but like when he castles, pawn at c2. When he has pawn at h6.
I was thinking I could deal with that with a knight drop on f5. I think I had one at that point, but maybe it's just not good to allow that at all.
Well, that does successfully.
I was going to take and then knight it.
It does work, but better would be maybe pawn at e2, or maybe pawn at f3.
Okay. We can. Let me look at that in a second because I want to look at where I first went wrong, which is after he plays h3. It's like move. I mean, I don't have the PGN up.
Well, chess.com has changed, so you can just go back.
Yeah, you have to click moves now. Yeah, he pushes h3. I take knight on f3, and my idea behind taking it was in some lines of the French, if I recall from my notes, this is fine, and then you progress by attacking his queen. But I missed the idea that after queen takes and pawn at e4, he does pawn takes. Then I take back, right? And then he takes knight e4. So at the point where he does knight, or he can play knight e4.
He even has a move like instead of taking on e4.
Mm-hmm. He just goes queen d1 is his move.
No, pawn e6.
Yeah. And then knight mates.
Well,
if I take queen, so
no,
is
not
that
necessarily. Like he needs knight and bishop, right? Because pawn e6, you take the queen, takes f7. You can go king d7.
Oh, okay.
What matters is that you know what you're getting yourself into, right? So you know, okay, if this happens, this is what it takes to mate me. If this happens, this is what it takes to mate me. So I think I wouldn't even take f3. I might not even go bishop g4. I might just go bishop e6.
Yeah.
But it's not that bishop g4 is unplayable. Instead of
taking... I think what I should...
go ahead.
I should have solidified, instead of pawn at e4, going for the tactic to open up my queen for a queen drop mate, which is what I was going for. What I should have done is just played pawn at e6. I feel like that's a lot more solid. And it solidifies a lot of my weaknesses. It makes my position a lot stronger. Yeah. And then I can play aggressive from there.
You could also take and go knight d4. Or you could just not even take f3 after h3. Just play pawn at g3.
Yeah.
Although, if he goes bishop to e3, you might need more stuff like pawn at g3, bishop e3, pawn at f4.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I thought they did pretty well.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So he moved his pawn twice. d7 to d6 to d5.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was just trying to remember my notes for this, such as they were. Hold pawn if you can for a second.
Okay. Sit.
Oh, okay, pawn's fine. All right.
So you're going to sit for pawn h6, right? But you're not just sitting for you, you're sitting for me because he wants droppers.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. And now at this stage of the game, the pawn drop for him isn't even that good anymore. So I have other stuff to open up.
I guess I'm going to wait for him to play knight f4. I'll go knight c6.
I don't have a good answer, though, long term for pawn h6, because he does cover h5 and f5.
Wait.
I guess I can just try to repeatedly infiltrate.
No. Well, you're going to be careful of the repetition.
Yeah, that is true as well. I forgot.
But you don't... Okay.
I think pawn I can go here.
Pawn h6 is fine. Just don't repeat. Don't just recycle moves, like reinforce.
Yeah. Okay.
So as long as also there's going to be bishop takes h7 now he's done this.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll use the knight dropper, I think. The knight drop check is better because queen doesn't shut down everything. Oh, I have 2 knights. Yeah, this is crushing, I think.
Well, if he goes king h8, you just have to be patient. Maybe pawn at h6.
Pawn at h6. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at there. I think I actually play the knight.
I should have set for the queen, because now he can give the queen. Doesn't matter.
There's a crazy mate here. I just don't know it. Can I prep?
Yeah.
He has no checks that I can see. I think I can just do that, right? Jesus, I have a chessboard.
Yeah, it's
and this
just
guy does
important
too, and
not
he
to
doesn't have
overthink these situations, because if you overthink, that's how I could get chessed and
we get murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he wants that to stop that. If I do there, he does knight check, and then he's out, right? No, he's not quite out.
Knight takes, like, I'm just flagging. I just need stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. And I have mate in 2 anyways, if he takes knight, so. Nice.
I think.
Yeah, sorry. On these initial games, I'm just trying to get back into the mental thought process because I feel slow to see the ideas,
Yeah. If this sort of scenario that happened against a stronger team, the way to make sure that you win, right? Because I want to win every game, not just some games.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like attack and feed at the same time.
Okay.
There's pawn h6. Bishop c4 is good.
Mm-hmm.
But, don't... Okay, you can sit for pawn.
Yeah. Do I keep sitting for pawns?
Oh,
bishop.
I don't know.
Is bishop best? Okay, I shouldn't wonder. I should just do what I do.
Sit. There you go, queen.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I moved before, I think a fraction of a second before I got it, but I don't see him recovering this anyways.
Well, I'm just getting you the pawns.
Yeah. He's dead. Yeah, I knew I knew from my notes against this that I wanted to do bishop e3 at some point, or I'm sorry, d3, but I saw c4 as an opportunity and just took it. I wasn't even looking about taking advantage of that fianchetto, but I should have been more aware of that.
Yeah, I mean, to play the fianchetto, you've got to play h6 really early.
You can't play both. Yeah.
I mean, you can. I mean, it's not I think when you double Fiat and Kettle like that, it's viable. It's just not the most active.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting this.
I haven't played Bug in a few weeks now, it feels like. I've been playing just spell chess and other stuff. Oh, the interface was wigging out on me. I couldn't put moves in for like 9 seconds or something.
Oh.
So can't you take f5 and go knight at d5?
That's what I was thinking here. I want to mess up his pawn structure, then re-infiltrate with the knight. I'm taking too long, but
just bishop b. Yeah, light square play. D5 maybe.
Yeah, to prevent the lockdown.
Now time to prep.
Fortify it.
Yeah. Don't repeat though. Put a move like knight to g5, knight to g5. That is.
Oh, you like 2 g5. I was about to drop. Okay.
Now you can go bishop at c4.
Trades look good for you.
Not yet. But
okay.
You just gotta keep your pressure. Don't resolve it too soon. Knight takes, because the knight's gonna go to d4.
Mm-hmm. Can go ahead and do it now, I think. Takes, queens would come.
Wait, sit.
Okay, I'm waiting and seeing for your board.
Pawn a7. Rook.
I can drop rook here.
Yeah, I won't
D8.
micromanage you too much, because I think that's a way to lose time.
Yeah.
So you can promote at any time. Queen is okay.
Okay. I don't see checks for him.
Okay. We're down.
I get knight for free.
Try to mate.
How much trouble are you in?
Not too much.
I'm attempting mate here.
Take the pawn. King. Oh, this is okay. Yeah, you're okay.
What do you need other than me being fast?
Not much going on my board. We are covered on f2.
Yes.
Try to keep check. Bishop.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna need to keep check soon. I'm running out of ways to hold things. Maybe if you.
Okay. I'm setting up a mate with that move.
He's going for rook.
That's fine.
You.
I have mate.
I have to sit.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
You're gonna have to keep check at some point.
This is everything I'm about to do should keep check for the rest of the game.
He's gonna go.
I'm going for the Eddie
C3,
5 drop. Oh, is he? Okay. I should be fine at that. I'm gonna pre-move knight takes bishop then. Nice.
Wait. Oh, knight d5.
I had to be slow there somewhere.
So good game as knight d5 is. I think it's the critical move, right? Because I think knight d5.
Wait, knight d5? Where was that?
His early knight d5, right? Move 3.
Oh.
That's the critical move. That's the best try, right? Because you don't want to go bishop g3 because he'll go pawn at e2 or something, right?
Right. I don't think I actually have notes for this opening. It happens to me a lot, but I've just assumed that e3, e takes f4 was fine.
It is.
Because pawn on f4 seems actually like really good. Like I like that a lot.
I played a little loose, but I was also kind of just disoriented because the interface was locking up for me. But I think my opponent was choking a little bit, probably because he, seeing the 2600 rating. But
yeah,
right now I'm exceeding the most generous assessments of my strength.
At e3 was a mistake for me. I'm not sure what the better move is, but it's at move 10 for me.
Move 10.
It's definitely not at e3.
Wait, I'm not sure I agree with that. I think
it's
E3...
okay. It just seems I have a great queen. The only threat is that pawn. Like, can I find something better? Like, even like, I don't know, like bishop at c3 or pawn at c3, maybe even c3.
I wouldn't go c3.
c3 and then bishop battery? Oh, okay.
See, the thing is, against good gamer, I might go e4. Like try and... Because
like open it?
He's trying to be solid, Like, he's just trying to...
Yeah, I am kind of a one trick with my openings, though, for Bug.
Well, I mean, I have my favorite openings, too, but, the situation will demand different openings, In High House, sometimes I just have to suck it up and play e5, against e4. Not necessarily because it's theoretically...
I know that... I see what you mean. You just have to do it because of the tempo of the game and whatnot.
Well, it's more about
the series.
It's about opening variants.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got pawn a7.
I know e4. I know bishop's game theory is like really complicated, and I don't know it.
It's tactical, right? You don't try and learn the theory. You have to learn the patterns and think on your feet. And you have to, the most important thing in Bug, right, is to say what your partner has to hold. I think when you go in for complicated lines. Okay, so after you go a7, rook c8. I think
I'm looking for it. Where is my at a7? Oh, it's moved. Okay.
Okay.
Then he goes c8, and I did b8.
No, I think knight to b8 is too slow, right? Here's what you do.
His rook to b8? Oh.
His knight on e6 is threatening to take d4 and f4. So just take it, right? Knight takes e6, take b7, and it's about controlling the queenside now. Now in one of the previous games I said beware of slow queenside play, but here things are completely different because you're not castled. He doesn't have an at h3, right? So now it's appropriate to just trade off his defensive pieces, right? So that means trade off the defensive rook. Now, rook a8 may have been better. If rook a8, I would have said try knight a6. Because if rook a8, knight a6, he goes
takes check.
No, he goes rook takes a7. You take the knight and try and
Knight and then takes c7.
Try and take c7, yeah.
Or, and then I have even potentially have follow up of knight takes e6 check again. He has 3 defenders on it, but maybe that's just forcing enough. Opens up the position.
I think knight b8 is a bit slow. Or rook b8.
Knight? You say knight? You mean rook?
Yeah.
Or?
Okay, I thought you said knight. Rook b8.
Yeah, it's like 3 tempo before the queen is like threatening his king. That did feel a little slow, but
okay. I think instead of taking the queen on f7, you promote.
Wait, so after queen takes f7, instead of taking it, I would promote there.
Yeah.
But he's gonna get my so it's just I see. The way I looked at it was it's almost like a free queen. Well, it is a free queen frame, but it's more than that because his knight takes e2 has no tempo attached to it. Is that not a good way of looking at it?
Well, the knight takes.
Like I feel safe there.
The knight takes e2 might have a tempo attached to it if our timing is bad, right? Because d2 he starts to get some chances. Whereas I think at a8, oh, you know what? Okay, instead of promoting, you go bishop b5 first.
Oh, I think Oh, right. I don't do that first. I do it after the take. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only saw the trap on the take. And then after he does knight at e6 to block my check, that's when you said go for mate. So instead of taking the knight on e2, where I would have been just rock solid and probably winning with like chess if it came down to it, that's when I did queen takes c8 instead, which puts the double-edged sword stuff going on right away.
I might have preferred knight g5 or knight d8.
Yeah. Knight g5 going for it right away. But then he just does king g6, and I'm sort of in the same situation where I kind of need queen takes c8, right?
So.
But maybe I have more attack. I have more attack with a bishop drop at that point, though.
Yeah.
After knight g5.
Yeah, it's a matter of like, I think it's just a matter of time, It's a matter of make sure that the time when you can't survive heavy trades is well coordinated and we're up, right? Because, okay, also d2, you took the pawn, queen d4.
At which point was, yeah. d2.
Okay, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
You play at d3.
Mm-hmm.
Knight
I thought that looks good.
Knight d3 is worth considering because it defends b2. I don't know, maybe that's 2, but just in light of the fact that they got so close.
I think so. After what? Knight takes e4, double check, king g6. Instead of knight at f3, I should have done something else. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I don't know. He he slipped away. He was very elusive. I often find this playing diagonally from Good Gamer, but not horizontally from him. Okay, hang on.
What do you mean?
Well, okay. After rook e7, okay, he goes rook at e7. Bishop.
Oh, where is this? Okay, wait. This is rook at e7.
The interface is not the best move, so it
Yeah,
doesn't give me move numbers for your board.
Yeah. I have it. I have it.
Bishop takes e6.
Rook takes knight check.
Knight d8.
Yeah, that's better.
See, if you begin by assuming that the mate is there, right, then our procedure is much more linear because I don't have to go from trading to not trading. I can just keep trading.
Yeah, that's insane.
But here's the thing: is that you can sit, you can calculate, right? You can use time because, right? Here's the thing: is that even though you lose time calculating, I gain time by
the strength of my moves forcing
right,
them, right?
and I gain time by not sitting. My opponent loses time by having to hold stuff. So it would be good if you find bishop takes c6, even queen takes e6. You know, would have been interesting.
Bishop takes e6, rook takes, knight at d8. I think is just he's losing in a couple of moves. You're right.
Okay, we got to lose some points.
Can't just be all points. Yeah. All right. How much did you get for that, by the way? Did you get 11?
I was at 2606. Now I'm at 2632. I got 26 points for that game.
Dang. Wait, really? I got 11.
But I haven't played on this account in a while. I've been smurfing.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But I won't smurf in videos. Alright, I'm gonna play French. I've been playing the Firefly, so I'm gonna hold stuff.
He's sacking.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm watching. Take. Yep. Maybe knight h3 is fine.
Yeah, maybe that's better. That's just definitely better. You can sack.
You're fine. King e2 is fine.
Okay.
He's gonna want to play g6 and then castle queenside, or just castle queenside. Okay, sit for bishop. Maybe.
Okay. I can also just pawn interpose. I don't think I'm in that much danger.
Okay. Just no stuff. Well.
Okay.
Rook's gonna lose queen.
What is? I'm not gonna give rook. I can.
But you're gonna want to. So
I can do rook to f. Can I not do rook to f1, or is that too dangerous?
I think you want to be able to go rook b1, right? So I just have to fix. Okay, you can go. Go ahead.
Okay.
And then you move the other rook over. Try and trap the
rook
queen.
h. You want? Yeah, you want rook h1. Hold heavy, of course.
And knight.
Oh, what do you want? I'm
He
sorry.
wants. No, I'm saying I have to hold knight. I have to hold knight because he has knight c3.
Yeah, for c3. What wins for you here? Pawn wins for you?
No, it doesn't win.
Yeah, you have knight drop, right? Oh no, it doesn't because the yeah, never mind.
Here's a bishop. Okay, well you fixed knight c3, so that's good.
I'm just playing really safe at this point.
Knight's good. Stuff good. My position is pretty bad.
Queen comes.
Okay, I sit for that.
I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, wait. I have to scroll back all the way to the beginning. Okay. That was messy. The problem I have, right? Bishop e2.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop e2 makes your position worse.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is bishop d3 is what I'm looking for, I think, then. Right?
Yes.
I thought I had this opening in my notes.
When they sack.
I guess I don't know the idea. Yeah.
Well, when they sack, right, you have to just pick a strategy and execute it quickly, right? So bishop e2, some strong players play it, right? Because the idea is, well, you cover g4. But your king is short on space, right? You want to just punish this really efficiently by developing. So what some people do is just go king e1.
But then you can do the whole pawn to waste my move thing.
But you're wasting.
And that seems like it's worth it. Yeah, it's one pawn to make me delete a move, though.
I mean,
I
it's
guess
fine.
that scares me.
I mean, if you play it fast enough, right, and say sit, no stuff.
I remember there being some idea about bishop e2 and then queen to f1 and then king to e1. As far as like recovering from it just using the open f file as like a strength.
I wrote a blog that said, for like Bughouse newbies, play queen f1, play queen f8. I think king e1 might be better. I mean, you could always go bishop check, right? And then see what he does. And then if he plays pawn at c6, thing is,
then that's a pawn that he's given up for the attack. That's great for me, though. I'm thinking knight c6, right? Is just what he does.
Well, he has a dilemma, right? He has to either try and win his material back, or he has to just give you a free move, right? Because he gives you a fixing move for free. Because then if bishop b5, knight c6, king f1, now he can't harass you with pawns. So he has to try something that you can't trade equally, right? So it has to be pawn at. If he pushes a pawn, then at c7 is annoying too.
He's screwed. Yeah, he's in huge trouble if he pushes, I feel like.
See, I wasn't really playing my own board at some point. I just kind of, like, my moves were not good. We won't talk about them. But yeah, bishop e2, be aware of, like, you need to create space around your king. This is good. This is productive. This is the kind of lessons that I want to be teaching people. All right, let's move on.
I remember. All right.
No queen.
Gotcha. Can I give knight for queen?
Yeah.
Big trades, but it's all knights for right now.
So, you have pawn.
Oh, I'm gonna go at D.
Yeah. It's a little bit annoying when I tell people this.
Game is ending.
But I'm very exact with my coms, right? So you don't have to second guess. So if I say no queen, it's only the queen that I need you to hold.
Yeah. And I know you mean that.
You need a knight.
I'm sorry
to beat.
about that.
So there you go.
I have one, right?
You have two now.
Yeah, he's dead on board, but we're down time.
Not doing anything fancy here, just making him trade things.
Nice. I need to trust my intuition more, or not wait for your move, unless I ask for it, or unless you see something really good, I think.
Well, I think there's a lag issue, right? I mean, okay, here's why I like partnering you. Because you found knight f4, right? And that tells me that you have the same kind of orientation. You know, like...
What the hell even was knight f4? Oh, right.
I just always get the partners who allow knight f4 in this position, right? And it's crushing. So, what does he do? Okay, he gives the... I think giving the queen is the best he has. Take the queen, and then you
he feels in so much trouble after this.
Oh, he's busted. I mean, you take e4, which is what I wanted. You take e5, which is what I wanted, right? Taking e5 is key, right? Taking e5 says you have no counterplay at all. You're done. Now, after d takes e5, if I was a good partner, I would have gotten you a rook for rook c1.
Oh, just to force it immediately.
Well, if rook c1...
Then, rook takes. If he does knight takes, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And then if he does rook takes, then it's at d2, king f. And then after I take, he takes with knight, and then I have queen check. But that's not even that much better. It's a little better, right? But
I think sometimes it's good to be aware of stuff like that. I don't know that it's needed here. If he goes to d1, this is for the viewers. If he goes to d1, I get my partner a knight, and then knight at c3, knight at b2 would be mating. If I can't do that, he can always take e2 and be mating. Hopefully. So I get the knight, and it's forced.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. Wait, let me look at your opening real quick.
I vaguely remember the really long line in this position, but he doesn't go for it. The give up a rook line, if you remember that one.
Yeah. So after you play e4, I think he's gotta try pawn at e6. Right. If he tries pawn at e6...
Wait. Oh, yeah, that is the move that they do in High House versus me. You're right. Then I have to take it with my bishop, right? Unless I get some sort of flow that fixes it.
Well, you could go queen e7, you could castle, you could go f takes e6, right? It's not impossible to play f takes e6 because you're strong on the light squares, your king has space.
And the dark
squares too, you know.
Kind of.
The bishops are your best defenders, right? So you have bishops on the board, you're doing well. Yeah, no, I have no criticisms of your opening there. That was good. My move quality suffered a little bit.
All right.
But let's move on.
What made it suffer? Was it from the opening?
My move quality, I just didn't know what was coming, and so, you know, I had enough faith in you not to give the queen that I took f2, but it just, nothing really happened on this board. It was all about your board because you found knight f4 before this game was even going.
Isn't that somewhat of a natural thing to happen when you play against someone who just turns their brain off and throws pieces at your king? Like, it's the best situation is it's not about your board anymore, which kind of sucks, but...
So yes, but
is that...
you know, I need someone like you who can appreciate that. You know, like, once it's about your board...
The flow was really helpful.
Well, you did so much with just a knight, you know. He has no good response.
Maybe queen d2.
No, queen d2 fails to knight takes g2. Queen f1 fails to bishop takes f3 and pawn at g2.
Yeah, okay. He's going to be in trouble with almost anything he does, right? Yeah. All right. Do you want a new one?
Yep.
All right, and you can just tell me if you want if I'm going over something too long.
No.
Oh, the orbital.
You're gonna get low flow.
Okay. What do you want?
Nothing in particular. Hold bishop.
Okay. He can queen second.
Oh, it's not that. It's relative.
Okay. This is a set here. You're up 7. He sacks knight here.
Okay. Take h7 and go bishop g8 if he takes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So bishop a4, just make him spend.
Rook d1. Okay.
Pawn at e6.
Interesting. Okay.
No rook. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. King d1 is fine.
We're down now.
That's okay. Knights don't hurt you, do they?
No. Wait. Well, no, not even really. Knights in heavy flow will be bad, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, here come the knights for a little bit. Rook is annoying.
Okay.
But not even game ending. We're up time now. You can probably let me spend my board here. His defense looks terrible.
Well, as long as you keep check, right?
Yeah, I can keep check.
So if knight d3, you just take the pawn, the queen covers b2.
Yeah. His best move is bishop takes. Oh, he didn't do it.
All right. Made him up.
Oh, yeah. They're over. That was interesting.
Let me look. I have to scroll all the way back because, chess.com.
Yeah. I do the thing where when I'm playing I need to get back into the rhythm of not pushing e3 and waiting to see which knight he develops. I forget about that.
Wait. You think that your e3 move is bad?
Well, there's something about deciding whether I do knight d2 or knight c3 based on his pawn placement, and because I committed to e3, I sort of have to. Well, I don't have to commit to knight b to d2, but it means that if I want to do the whole e4 push him down thing, I've wasted a pawn move already. The knight c3 and e4 idea.
See, in Bug, wasting moves can be good. Because wasting moves means you have more moves to put in.
And you've kept the time from falling. Yeah.
So I think e3 is fine. Knight f3 is.
Do you like f3?
You mean pawn f3?
That's in my notes. Yeah, I do pawn f3 on move 11. That's in my notes for preparing the castle, and it looked like this might be a position where it was relevant.
You could do it. I wouldn't do it. I mean, the knight's gonna. That knight should go to g5, right? If knight f3, knight f6, knight g5, not right away, but you're gonna be hitting f7, forcing the castle, go h4. Okay. Queen e2 is good.
How was your game?
It was a bit of a nothing game. Nothing really happened. In the opening. Well, I sacked on f2 just because I was too lazy to defend. I was just like, if you take my queen, I'll take your queen. No problem. But he, is probably looking out for his partner. But, I just get in on the dark squares pretty early. Okay, hang on. I told you to take h7, which is the famous Koma Ladama move. To be honest,
is that just bishop at g? I mean, bishop at g is the entire idea, right?
It's not really good, but pawn at g6 might have been better if we're gonna go for that kind of thing. But
I normally do, yeah. So I like the g6 attack ideas a lot. They're a lot of fun to me. But I kind of needed a little bit more development, whether natural or artificial, before that is good. I think.
Okay.
I'm a little hedgehoggy for that.
I agree. So I think that instead of pushing f3, maybe it's time to sit for bishop at b3.
Okay.
You could distinguish, maybe you'll think of more, but like 3 kinds of Bughouse, right? There's high house, where all 4 players are extremely competent, right? And, maybe I don't even get to play that kind of Bughouse. That's really top tier stuff. And that's very drop heavy, board presence is huge, keeping stuff on the board. And then there's, at the opposite end of the spectrum, there's, you play on your own in the random pool, and you don't know what you're going to get. And then in the middle is what we're doing now, there's, you partner over voice, and, you consult on the moves, and you strategize. So, you can tell me quickly, right, because we're on voice, because I think the worst equivocation that the P-tells, the comms in chess.com make are trade, right? Because that is ambiguous between trades are good and trades are necessary or I'm dead. And what I find myself doing is using trades only when I'm totally busted without them, because when I'm random pooling, I think, well, if I ask my partner for anything, they're gonna just collapse. So I won't ask for anything. Right?
Yeah.
But if you're telling me, if you're like thinking in flexible ways, like non-binary ways, right? Of like trades are good, trades are nice, not necessary. Then that guides me, right? And the 2 boards constrain each other so that, I think if you sit for bishop at b3, it's such a huge investment because, it helps us both. All right, maybe we'll play one more.
Okay, that works for me.
All right. Your opponent is very good. I think that you're capable of beating him. Yeah, okay, you remembered knight b4. That's good. Bishop c6 can happen.
Okay.
There's knight g6. That's good. Okay, I don't even have to tell you these things. So he wants to repeat. So you can move the knight to h5. Okay, you're doing what I want you to do before I've even said it, which is nice.
I remember some of this. I want that bishop gone.
You could push h5.
Now I want to...
Yeah, okay, you did it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it plays itself now. There's knight. You can go knight takes, and here's why. because the flow is really low.
Okay.
Take g2.
Can you get me bishop pawn stuff? Even knight is good, I think. Am I sitting down here?
No, you're okay. There's pawn.
I don't totally know the follow-up idea here, but I'm gonna go with my heart.
Maybe queen d7.
Okay. I was thinking of something else, but well, now I'm just gonna remove pieces around his defender. Okay, he's not gonna go for it.
Take d3, right?
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Take e4.
Oh, dang, we're going for it.
Bishop f5.
All right, bishop at.
All right.
Whoa.
So
I didn't even, yeah.
He should.
I missed that sack idea that you had at the end there. That was really good.
He shouldn't have taken with his king, right? If he ignores, so he
Yeah,
should
he should have
ignore knight
ignored.
takes d3, and he's fine.
It's awkward for him though, because that knight's an octopus.
It's not that awkward. Queen c2. I think that the knight.
Yeah.
Okay, if queen c2, bishop takes.
Queen c2 is knight takes. Well, I was thinking knight takes. Knight g takes e2.
No. I mean,
But
I would
or
say.
you're thinking bishop takes e4.
Yeah, but your job is to not die, right? So, it's.
How are
Not,
you doing? Actually, I'm not looking at your board like at
oh,
all. I'm
I was
not looking at
doing
it way enough.
absolutely nothing over here.
All of your games are just, yeah, I'm looking at your final position.
See, okay,
You made Jubla so bored he's just sacking knights for pawns because he's.
I'm trying to think of like an adequate metaphor here, right? But it's kind of like, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but like one, if the boards are at your hands, right, and you're climbing, then like one hand is grabbing onto something, right, and one hand is stabilizing you, and the other hand is reaching, and that's my board is just. I'm just not dying. That's all I'm doing. I'm just like sending you. I'm not even trading for you that well. Like what you wanted was bishop and queen. I didn't get you that. But you kept going, and we just found little tricks.
Yeah, I really didn't think. I knew his king side was going to be blown open after he castled, so I'm like, all right, that's worth going for. But further than that, like when the attack started, I didn't have any other thought in my mind about how to end it because he looked solid to me.
Okay.
But
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that was all I was going to say.
Okay, so I think when I said take g2, maybe a mistake.
That was another move in a chain of moves that I did already, basically.
But I think that the other moves were okay. I think that maybe you want bishop takes h4 instead of knight takes h4.
I was looking at that for a while. I was going to do rook takes, but then that scares me with back rank, I guess.
All right, we'll do more book. I played the Grand House Arena just now, and I'm a little chest out. So
yeah,
tomorrow there's another arena too, but it should be a bit easier. It's a different.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for partnering. I'll upload this, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. I'll catch you.